Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the chicken is here. We are back in the studio. It's been a week and we're coming back with bangers. So we have a little update and we're giving you a little bit of a, this is, I'm going to be honest, this is going to be my worst sneak peek ever. I'm literally just going to be reading the text and giving you my thoughts. Dev build's not working for me. I'm tired and don't have time to set up something cool. So unfortunately, this is all that we're going to have. I will have some footage later this week, but I'm sure the other guys have got the footage covered if you want to check out those videos as well. So first off, this update is supposed to come out at some point this week. It's mostly like a bug fixes, changes update. Nothing major. We do have some warship stuff coming, so that's kind of cool. But let's just walk through here, move the statue over this way, and see what we got. So also, if you haven't, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm going to do my last video on season 50 coming up soon. Might talk about that towards the end of this one since it's been a while. But so fast forward is automatically disabled if all troops are lost and player has enough GBE to use abilities. So that's cool because the problem with fast forwarding sometimes was just like it says, you get to the end of the attack, it's like, oh sweet, I've got like 3 barrage left, I can do this, or I can actually take out the HQ, and you can't do it because the attack ends so fast. So that's really cool. That seems like a very specific change, so I'm kind of surprised to see that one. But this is a lot about the fast forward stuff, which I love. The fast forward is such a cool feature. So fixed another bug that allowed Everspark's universal remote to fire off twice. I think what was happening there was it would fire off twice, and I believe it would hit the same defensive building, so it would just kind of waste the hack if you tapped it too quickly. Multiple user interface / text fixes and improvements. Laser Ranger's description no longer references cold beam, which is kind of silly. I can't imagine that that's going to be actual like UI changes. I think it'll be more so like it says, like spelling errors and things like that. It just sounds a bit cooler to say UI than fixing spelling mistakes. Maybe not mistakes, but you know what I mean, grammar, whatever. Attack replay user interface consistencies and fixes. So I think that was happening a lot more so on the main base. Things like heavy choppers and rocket choppers like spinning on their death forever is what I'm guessing that would be. New features. This one's actually cool. Statue info pop-up shows maximum possible boost percentages. So when you get a statue, you no longer have to look up Jessup's guide from 14 years ago or whenever he put that out on the Supercell forums online, or like scrambling through Google or like watching a video. It's like, oh, is this the perfect statue? Like, how do I see that? So that's really clean. That's nice. I like it. You can see right away, is this a perfect statue? Do I have a chance to improve it? Typically when you get a statue, I mean, you're just going to put out your best one. But it is nice to know right out of the gates what the perfect guardians are, what the perfect statues are. I'm assuming that goes for guardians and masterpieces, but yeah, it was not obvious you could get better percentages. So the next feature, Everspark's universal remote cooldown gets shorter as the skill is leveled up. The remote cooldown gets shorter as the skill is leveled up, so you can use it more frequently as you upgrade it. Okay. Since universal remote is mainly used to destroy the targeted defense, the damage bonus is inconsequential. That's right. So the damage that you get from physically hacking the defense is kind of useless, right? That's what it's saying. By tying the cooldown to skill level, I believe by skill level they mean hero level, or the like the actual level of the skill, I guess. Never mind. Chicken's an idiot. It gives better reason to level the skill. By tying the cooldown to the level, it gives a better reason to level the skill. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. You gotta have it at max level if you want to use Spark and hacking operations and get the multiple hacks in at once. This is kind of a very specific thing. I don't think it's going to affect a lot of normal kind of general gameplay. Universal remote can now be fired multiple times in short succession. To compensate, the energy cost increase has been raised from 7 to 9. So yeah, I'm not too sure about that. I mean, that's more of like a Zuka operations thing. I'm thinking, there's other uses for it as well. It'll be the same as in Warships. So when you upgrade her, all of the skill, things go up as well. So that'll be good, I think. That'll be good. Here's the big one. Here's the cool one. So fast forward is now available for PvP and resource bases. So resource bases are about to get wild. They're all going to be maxed out. I mean, for the most part, they're easy to take down, but typically you don't do them because they're so boring, right? And it's such a minimal gain you get from them. So being able to do them in fast forward, that's, that's fun. That's quick. That's not very, time consuming. That's an easy one. The interesting thing is fast forward in battle is now available for PvP. So I'm just wondering how that's going to work. I don't know if that means in warships. I mean, I guess technically it could. I don't think it does. I think it means PvP on the main base because it didn't specifically say in warships. Now, the thing is, warships is real time. You're playing someone at the same time. So that doesn't really make sense. But PvP, I mean, you're just attacking, a static base. The other guy's not actually online. He's not doing anything. If he was online, actually, you wouldn't be able to attack him. So that makes a lot of sense. And that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun for VP pushing. That's going to be just a great change overall. The thing is, if you guys have used a lot of fast forwards, sometimes it gets away from you. So you've got to have the right loadout. I mean, if you're just, statued out, boosted to the gills, you're going to have a lot of fun with the new fast forward and PvP. That's going to be great. So these are other little changes, I think. Players can now modify stored base layouts at HQ 13 plus. Can now modify stored base layouts. Okay, let's see what this means. Removing any obstacles also affects the base and other layouts, i.e. obstacles are shared. Affects the base layouts. So this is basically talking about, again, it's the main base because it's not saying we're having a new base editor or saver for warships because that would be tricky, but yeah, so it's talking about the main base, and I believe it means you can change up your saved bases without having to put them out and then having the remove the obstacles and move all your stuff around. I think removing any obstacle also affects the base and the other layouts, i.e. obstacles are shared. Buildings can be removed from the layout into storage either singly, by type, or all at once. That's interesting. So you can remove all sniper towers, you can remove all flamethrowers, you can just remove all the mines if you want to. That's actually a really nice change. I like that. Especially with the mines. Being able to remove those all at once without having to create an entirely new base. Pretty handy. Because there's nothing more annoying than going through the mines, picking them one by one. Click, shovel, click, damn it, shovel, click, damn it. Very annoying. Buildings can be removed from so we said that. Layouts are automatically saved and can be exited with buildings in storage. Layouts are automatically saved and can be exited with buildings in storage. Okay. Oh, okay. So the layouts will save even if you have some of the buildings not out there. So you can, save it as is, which I believe you already could. Yeah. But yeah, maybe you couldn't save it as a save base. This seems like, I don't know, it's kind of in the weeds here. Applying a layout to the base will automatically deploy all the stored buildings. Applying a layout to the base? Oh, okay. Okay. So when you switch, so I don't know what that last line is saying. Maybe you guys can help me out in the comments, but it's saying like if you remove all the mines, save the base, you put the base back out, the mines will be automatically generated and just put out somewhere. Layout cannot be applied if the HQ is in storage. Yeah, I could see that being an issue. Imagine that. It's just literally all defense base with no HQ to take down. And here's the warships change. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Remove buildings by type. Button has also been added to the warships base editor. So, not much. I'm going to admit, this is not too much. This is not a very big, sink your teeth into it, get super excited update. The Everspark changes might be cool for some of you guys. The fast forward is fun. It's a good, fun change. There's nothing wrong with that at all. And remove buildings by type added to the warship base editor. I don't know how often that's really going to be, I don't know how often that's really going to be helpful, but it's cool to have, sure. I'd rather have it than not have it, but, you know, I don't know. I'm kind of neutral on this overall. They're good changes. They're not amazing. Yeah. What do you guys think? I want to hear what you guys think. Let me know down below in that comment section. We will be back tomorrow going over the last week or so of Warships. I am parked right now at about 23.30. It looks like that's going to be the cutoff for 500, is like right around kind of where I'm at, like low 23. So we'll see what happens there. But I hope you guys had a good week. It's nice to get a break from YouTube and do a bunch of crazy stuff. I'll talk more about that separately. But there it is. Appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. That is going to wrap it up for the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. We will catch you in the next one, guys. Chicken out. Back.